Fusion forced to kind of back off, and Boombox taking a world of hurt currently. He has earned himself a window, but meanwhile though, Shaz and Big Goose get just dominated by Sado in the backline.
A bloodless first take. However, Philadelphia plays it super patient and just waits for the right time to come in. They will win this team fight and thus recapture the points. Ooh, some stragglers cleaned up as well. Sado, what happened there?
Just earning himself one as well, and Philadelphia Fusion in a good spot currently. There's the blade. Kemsa instantly takes out EQO and takes out Carpe as well with one slash. Oh, Shaz helping him throughout that entirety of that blade with that Transcendence, keeping Kevster alive. Graviton Surge is going to get invested as well. Poco, you are not long for this world, I can imagine? No? The very late rally from Alarm. Poco just received a little bit of healing there from Boombox 2 to keep alive, and now he's got to grab his own. That's 3 people caught up. No, wait, they're surviving now. Carpe with a double pulse bomb kill on the top of the grab. Gladiators, they control the pulse. They controlled the point for just a little bit, but almost Sado is touching the skybox currently. He's got a bit out of bounds. That won't count for, well, that'll count for any percent, but not glitchless, unfortunately. Sado ends up going down to Shaz of all people, and now the Transcendence is going to be online a little bit quicker. Kev's going to take out Mortality Field, follow up the rest. Sado not being in that fight whatsoever. I want to know how that fight actually started out, because we only flipped to Sado when he was actually touching the skybox and actually in the air. And with no Sado, there's really no front line. I mean, oh, that was close. OG almost got taken out. There's the stick. They're on the kill. Actually, OG not going for the supports. OG was so low out of that fight. EQO did so much damage. Immortality Field. Goodbye, Kevster. Too many defensive abilities for you to survive that one, unfortunately. You only have 200 HP and a dream. EQO is waiting for this rally so he can get armor and blade with it, but I think it's just going to get grabbed. Speaking of grabs, right in the back line, Alarm, Sayonara. An enemy grab though coming through onto the Gladiators, but EQO has pulled the blade. Can he follow this one up with any kills? That is the question. He's gotten one, but there's no way he can actually get to the point. He's way too low and has to back off. Fusion now just need to survive. Mira's got the Graviton Surge online rather soon, but it's up to Sado to try and force them out. Kevster's going to go in with the blade. Immortality Field has been destroyed as well. Kevster's got free reign over this, but can't find anybody. Carpe eventually gets taken down as he gets grabbed on the point, but it's only Kevster with 20 HP. He gets rolled over by Poco. But can the rest of the team really corral around them? Now, Fusion have one more person that can get back to the point in time, and it's Poco, but he's all alone. Boombox and Alarm are nowhere to be seen. Why he's getting this Graviton Surge online rather fast. Rally used by Big Goose up on the high ground, and now Mira and OG have to back off as Birdrick does end up going down. Now he's getting focused. Perfect Graviton Surge, but Transcendence coming out from Shaz isn't going to be enough. Too much damage from not only the pulse bomb, just the right clicks from EQO to take out OG and Kevster now. Instant reset onto Mira. Shaz, my friend, you do not stand a chance, but EQO will spare your life for the time as the Gladiators lose control of the point, but a build-up for Poco could build that grab, but it's looking unlikely for the time being as he's up to 80% now. Birdrick almost earning himself a pulse 2, a beautiful stick onto OG, taking out the tanks. It's like Tracer of old. Tanks hated Tracer before, that pulse one did so much damage, but yep, Carpe taking us back. Gladiators still man up though. As I say, Poco ends up just killing himself in order to reset quicker. 80% now on the board. Gladiators looking like they're going to see them through the doors. Graviton Surge from downtown. Shaz hasn't got that ult yet either. No ults for the Gladiators as well, so I think they're kind of happy with the reset, although Fusion did end up actually taking the point. Gladiators, they need to be able to touch, and they do just that. Still Shaz, just mental steel really, holding on to this Transcendence for longer than what seemingly was possible, but Boombox ends up going down to the plate. Another cut down for Kevster. That's a 4K. Thank you very much. Poco and EQO bite the dust, and the Gladiators, they're going to take control. Of course, you can choke those out rather easily, but getting the angle can be a little bit tough here. Oh, what a shot onto Carpe. Oh, my word. Oh, thank God we were on the Shaz's POV for that one. Right over the payload. Blade for Kevster. You see the Immortality Field doing its job. Kevster dashing through literally everybody, though. Still doing a fair bit. If you can kill that Immortality Field while they're all low, it's going to be an easy clean-up. There you go. I said it, and it happened right there. Shaz finding yet another 2, or a stick. That would be great. Carpe almost dies to his own pulse bomb there, but Immortality Field is actually going to save him. However, double grabs on top of each other. This is going to aid the team with enough cleave. OG and Birdring and Kev.
No. Is the word Transcendence? No.
He landed that stick, you serious? Oh my God. Boombox didn't know exactly what hit him. Kevster using the blade, lost the Xayah, but the Xayah also lost herself. Kevster gets booped yet again, but still a little bit of damage done. Fury gets chased up by OG. Now Fusion just slowly but surely getting bled out. Carpe is going to at least find one kill, but it's all Kevster, this push. There's 2 kills for him, and it should be a couple of more resets. Immortality Field used, just burning some more time. And Gladiators, this is a brand new look for them. Okay, a little bit more now you could expect. Carpe stuck on the wrong side of the wall there, but Immortality Field's going to save Sado, but not for long. Instant burst down from Birdring. There's the blade, there's the death. Boombox ending his life so fast with the window. That's a back off. That makes 4 kills now. Boombox taking 2 of those. Well, Eco's dead, so that Transcendence doing a whole bunch of work, and now they can just push on. Birdring managed to snipe EQ out with the help of the Discord Orb. Another beautiful thing, that Discord Orb helping the Tracers almost insta-kill DPS. That rally's going to be pretty big as well. Showers is going to be very hard to take down. Even harder because EQO, he may have this rally going up with anything. His armor's looking so good. EQO dies again! Discord Orb instantly cut down by Kevster. Absolute warlord. Shaz is going to get stuck, maybe. No, it was actually Birdring that goes down to that, but Carpe's dead. There's the blade, there's the grab, the rally's coming out, but it's not going to matter. A counterplay for Kevster. There's 1, there's 2. The Gladiators going to sink it home on 3rd point. 1 minute and 42 remaining. Fury can just bubble whoever gets jumped on. However, he's rather low energy, not just a moment to go, and Birdring and Shaz are going to be able to clean them up. Look how aggressive, by the way, they're able to play along this small... You don't normally see teams play there because you can get booped off fairly easily, but if Shaz and Birdring are able to 2-man that, it's kind of absurd. Boombox, of course, there to help Shaz stay alive as well. It's good seeing Zenkane play again, I'll tell you that right now. EQO with the early deflate, but he has got Blade coming up. Transcendence already been used, and Kevster's going to lay that on top. Oh, Kevster! Oh, Fusion didn't know what hit him. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 kills for the Genji. And a whole team kill for the Gladiators. Nearing that blade. Also the pulse bomb from Birdring. This is a perfect engagement tool, but the blade and the grab's going to get used. In fact, the pulse bomb, the whole shebang is thrown into that grab. That's how you win the first point decisively. The Fusion cleaning up the Glads, and they're going to be able to... Yeah, they didn't want to have that fight last too long. I'm not too surprised. The pulse bomb generation from Carpe is somewhat ridiculous. Oh, to the back line with Kevster. Oh, it just looks so good when he plays Genji, man. You see what I mean? Kevster wasn't in the league for such a long time, and it was so aggressive, but he even had Primal Rage to kind of fall back on it. Even Birdring ends up going down, slowly but surely. Fusion are moving this payload. EQO gets grabbed, doesn't use the blade, but they're still managing to move the payload. This is still pretty good from the Fusion. However, this fight is taking a rather long time to actually finish up. Fury ends up going down in the end. Alarm and Sado are going to fall as well. And now Fusion have a minute remaining in their time bank to try and push it to second. Kevster Blade, EQO's going to match. Fury has grab now, this is it. Grab, Blade, this could be all that they need. Shaz has already gone down. Yeah, EQO's going to have a free Blade, completely free Blade. Oh, that fight was over before it even started. That looked like a good position for the Gladiators to already be in there. With Kevster having Blade plus Birdring 2 with the pulse. Where did Gladiators need support ults? They need support ults right now. Big Goose is going to go super low. Shaz is going to go down 1% away from Transcendence as well. This could quite easily be a cap here for the Fusion. They're Transcendencing to make sure they can stay alive. Hikuo's Blade, just forget about it. It's now up to Kevster to try and find something. Luckily, Big Goose can get back in time with a rally at hand. Make sure Kevster's more than safe to use the Blade. 240 HP with a grab at hand as well. There's the blade, there's the grab. Transcendence on top as well. 22 seconds remains, and Kevster finds yet another 3K. They might just be held just before this 3rd point. They've potentially got another touch, but it's looking unlikely, Hex.
Absolutely unlikely. The Gladiators blew their whole entire bank, and right now you can just send OG with Primal. He's going to do just that. Stop everyone from even coming in. Can anyone touch?
Payload's moving back. They can't touch! The Primal Rage from OG at the very end, and Los
Output is much greater for the Philadelphia Fusion with a Moira and a Lucio. However, the range is interesting, but Carpe punishes OG. Philadelphia just steamroll this, and that's what the composition's designed to do.
Yeah, just run over people, and that's exactly what they did. No Discord Orb, no worries. Very, very fast. Absurd. He has the beat online as they use the Cole. Instant beat as the blade came through, and Kevster didn't even get a slash off. It looked like he was already taken care of. The beat might have not even been needed, but to make sure you can pressure out the rest of the abilities and even the ultimates from Gladiators, it was probably worthwhile. Although I say that is, Carpe does end up falling to Shaz of all people, even Sado too. Shaz was basically baiting them in. It was like, oh, I'm a Zen on a mini health pack.
You're still probably killing 3 people.
Ooh, what? Are you kidding me? Fury just surfs his way back onto the the mainland as OG gets booped into the ocean. And that's it. And then they use B to re-engage, and then Hisu still has this EMP. That Graviton Surge was so sick from Fury, getting it off, managing to trap somebody, and being able to get back onto ground as well. The EMP comes out. You now focus Birdring. Shaz had already used his Transcendence to try and make sure everybody survived from the grab. What a perfect set of circumstances there for Fusion. That was ridiculous. I'm going to need a few replays of that one at different angles.
Well, Hisu should be back by now, though. Like, it's taken the Gladiators a while to really get aggressive on this point, and well, that should be it.
Yeah, Castle them there just a little bit. Oh, another quick push. Gladiators, what do they have going into the next fight? They're going to be able to clean this up, although, yeah, you might as well stall for some additional time, or maybe a little bit more, as Birdring does end up going down to Hisu of all people. Yeah, very interesting window placement there from Shaz, but he still makes it work. Finding Astro going down, window used, but they do have grab rally. They're going to have basically all ults except for that window. We've seen Mirror instantly look around there to make sure his supports weren't getting dove on. Big stick in the back, Carpe goes down. That's not something you usually see. The Tracer on Tracer. The Carpe dead. Good start for the Gladiators. They've got to fear a little bit less now, especially with all this armor building up. Graviton Surge does net one in Mirror, but he's kept alive. Shaz and Big Goose just pumping him through heals. EMP might have been a little bit too late, potentially. Kevster finishes him off. And now Kevster can basically roam free. He's not going to be impeded by literally anything. Sado picking off one could be important, as now it's only Big Goose available left with the heals, but the damage is so great from the Gladiators. However, they still haven't got a tick on the board. Astro and Sado still stalling. Big Goose uses that rally.
It's just not clean enough. It's taking so long to get this that
it should be
yeah, that's good.
Better Soldier doing his job, doing it perfectly. Shaz dancing around that window, picking up 3 people. This should just be it, surely. They're going to have a greater time back as well, mind you. Fusion not quite managed to get back to stall for some additional time. Carpe only just came back and getting the kill. Now, 1 minute and 20 seconds remains, and Kevster also gets hacked and taken out by Hisu. Now they just sit on the point. Now 2 ticks.
There's not enough damage, even if Carpe comes back in here, which Tracers can too. It just feels like the well.
Buzz, burr. Fury, laser beam, go, burr. OG dead, the rest of them dead. Yeah, that's going to be it. 30 seconds gap, but he should be okay. Pops the Primal Rage, spots one. It's Kevster, he's up in the skies. Graviton Surge in the back line. That's a lot of damage from Fury. EMP on top as well. That's 3 kills. Mirror's going to be hacked too. He has Grav online, but couldn't actually end up sending it out. 4 seconds now remains in the time bank, but every single member of the Fusion on the point. Beat for the victory firework. And they're going to be able to cap 4 points now on the board for the Fusion.
That could be a really good positional ultimate.
That was such a sick hack. No immortality field. And Hisu just hiding away, just coordinating the dive. Hack, no immo field, you're dead. Team fight done. Can't even hit shift either, so he can't actually heal himself in that situation. You can't heal yourself with right click. You're relying on the brick to heal you there, so.
Both ultimates for Philadelphia up for supports.
Scandalous loses. 3 people hacked up. Shaz once again a victim of Hisu. You don't need anything more, though maybe you do actually. OG manages to find the boop onto Fury, and Kevster finds it up with another 2 kills of his own. Fusion, I'm not sure if I wouldn't say that was an overcommit. That was just all OG and Kev has to find a reset, but can't. The beat has also come through from the Fusion to surge them forward, or at least in this situation, push them back to make sure they can survive. Mirror doing a whole bunch of damage, and now Flowchart Overwatch really coming into effect. They have the grab, and there is no beat to save them now. Hisu, Astro, Fury are dead. Sado makes his health back onto the point, but that will be the first point being captured by the Gladiators. Try. There's one thing doing, and there's other thing saying, that is for sure. OG was in that Brawl room. I think he was hoping he would get Primal Rage, and he didn't. 1 member's now down for the Gladiators, and someone still has to touch! Someone does just in time, and it's Birdring. They take care of Carpe, but Big Goose is now down as well. Shaz is the only healer on board, and Kevster's no way near his ult, and there's so many coming up from the Fusion right now. Funny Astro's going to be able to get beat soon, and Hisu with the EMP as well. This looks almost unwinnable. The Gladiators getting turned to mincemeat in the back line. Shaz is going to fall to the Primal Rage, and that will just be it. Another victory firework for Astro as he sends out the beat.
Ground fight is going to be very difficult to dive in and take high ground because the heals just aren't going to be there. Unless Funny Astro, or Alarm, excuse me, goes up top to try to heal, and then he dies.
Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Nice little recall there from Birdring. See Kevster, yeah. Kevster picking up a couple of kills. That's what I said about before. Kevster, if he's holding the high ground, he can basically wait for the dive in, then go for the hack on somebody. Hacking alarm is... Yeah, they got forced out. That's super unfortunate. The beat's going to come through as well, and Shaz, as soon as he jumped out of that ult, he was instantly killed. And then the big 5-man EMP as well to follow that one up. You see, everybody was trying to help Shaz at that point too, because he was getting chased down, and it was like, well, I'll just fucking... It's the EMP, bro! What are you going to do? Yeah. There's literally nothing you can do. You're all bundled up on the payload. You can't do anything.
Yeah, Shaz transcended and then still was the first one to die after that fight. Everyone who went... you usually don't save Pulse Bomb for grab unless you're at 95, but that's enormous.
Bye-bye, backline. Carpe and Hisu, just a 2-man wrecking squad right now. However, Alarm is dead. Now only relying on Funny Astro heals, but Sado's going to be okay. They have grab coming up as well, so it's very winnable for Fusion. They're not going to go down too quick. Plus, everybody's a little EMP. That makes the most sense, or EMP right now. There it is. It happened at the same time. It'll do. Fury instantly dies. Those shields being stripped away from him. Don't forget that those, it's not only sound barrier, like over shield, but actual shields as well. So Zaya's health just instantly disappearing. Nice follow-up as well from Birdring and Big Goose. That'll be the fight all but over. And to make sure Kevster can't really do anything and retreat either. Beat for Carpe. Yeah, 1 billion HP for the Tracer, and it being Carpe as well. He's going to take a few people with him even if he does go down. And Fusion now pushing on forward. Mira does use that to grab. Pulse Bomb on top from Birdring. That's 2 kills. Kev's come back just in time. The hack's going to be good, but is it actually going to be worth it? I don't think it is. Your team are already dead.
And you just saw 2 people get Pulse Bomb. There's the EMP from the Glads.
Hits Astro, hits Carpe, that's all you need. Alarm's got the Coalescence, but it might not even matter, and it shouldn't matter, to be honest. Very, very close to C9ing there as Fury jumps back on old faithful Diva. Shaz falls 2, but like I said before, very solo operator is everybody. Shadow kills 2, actually.
Tried his best.
Kevster and Shaz just doing so much, or at least trying to get away from him, but they couldn't quite manage it. A very, very close spawn position. Gladiating on it right now for it to actually get cap 2. OT is here and Carpe has the Pulse Bomb. All Gladiators need is 1 pick. The stick lands. Mira dead. Fusion now man up. Kevster's going to go in, but instantly hacked. An easy kill onto the Doomfist. Maybe they can't actually finish him off, and he still ends up going down. If Kevster survives, this could be all it. The beat is going to be good, though. 4 people hits. The Fusion are way more hardy than they used to be, and even the Wrecking Ball now coming in big, knocking everybody up. Birdring's Pulse Bomb is going to have to save them from this entire fight, but it might not be worth it. A stick onto the Tracer, but Carpe actually got the recall off there, so the Pulse Bomb did absolutely nothing. Big Goose going down as well. Up to Shaz to heal everybody up, as OG and Mira are slowly but surely chunked out. Birdring makes it back to the point in time, but it was too little and too late. Point number 2 is the Fusions, as they open the doors to the factory. Run away, Hisu, run away! He's good, he's got no HP though. Oh, there's a beat coming in for Gladiators, but it instantly gets EMP'd. Oh, like, aggressive beat, dive on the back line. Yeah, well, unlucky. EMP stripping away all the shields.
Relying on the defense. It is going to just be relying on that age-old combo of the Graviton into a Pulse Bomb. Big Goose goes down early. Huh? Alarm got him with an orb.
Goes down to Skill Orb of all things. Hisu's going to get traded though. What? Another Skill Orb kill? That's 2 right there. Alarm finds another. Then the beat's going to come out as well. Okay. The recall early, and now he's getting chased down by Sado. OT once again very present in the minds of the Fusion. Carpe on the point with a Pulse Bomb of his own. A big EMP should settle it all. You'd hope at least. Kevster hit 5 people with it, but the Fusion refusing to go down. Mira gets hacked. Couldn't heal himself up. And Fusion clearing everybody off. The Wrecking Ball to stall. Can he find anything? I don't think he can. He's running into Sombra and everything else that can stop him. Shaz dies near the spawn. And this should be the Fusion capping this last point now.
Seems inevitable at some point. The EMP comes out for good measure. Both tanks hit by that. And those are tanks that rely on abilities to stay healthy. OG and Mir will both go down.
The beat doesn't matter, by the way, Hex, but Funny Astro built 2 beats in that fight. Again, it shows how...
which is why they're taking such a poor hold.
He always full holding Rialto. And in fact, most escort maps at this point, it feels like you go for the full hold, except for something like Rialto. Nice little cold kill onto Birdring. It's a big EMP, along with pixel perfect tracking as well. Amazing. There you go. Should be finished up now. And coming into this next used, they're gonna respond to this with a beat. Oh, Fury's been knocked off. Oh no! Couldn't quite serve his way back on the map this time around. Those rocks are rather treacherous. Don't trip and enjoy the trip down to the pit. Now Carpe falling. This looks rather easy for the Gladiators here. No way they're not going to win this one now, especially with Fury going. And the grab, of course, used on OG, who was primal raging at the time, or popping. Yeah, there's the EMP. Oh, he got interrupted! Kevster got hacked! Hisu with a manual hack on Kevster interrupted the EMP. It didn't matter because Birdring managed to clean everybody up. But what a perfectly timed right-click hack onto Kevster to deny the EMP. Oh man, that is so...
Pulse bomb. And beat shook it up as well.
Woo. There it is in the back line. There's the pulse. Perfectly bubbled though, but Big Goose comes in, smacks them all down. Coalescence and Pulse Bomb still doing a bit of work, but now they have to deal with this beat. Fury's got the perfect tool for it, but the EMP's going to be good. That looked like a very one fight for the Fusion. Fury had that grab just online.
Perfect stalling. Sato can come
with
back.
So much space.
What
the
a beat.
EMP instant in with there with the beat. Fury does get focused out by Birdring, but the Coalescence is not enough healing to keep Mirror alive. And Hisu even sitting on an EMP of his own right for the final few seconds. It comes out. It hits 3. Big Goose, Shaz, Kevster, goodbye. Birdring comes back with a kill onto Hisu, but it looks rather sore. And I mean, at the moment, you're relying just on this beat to come through. Birdring staying alive with 2 HP. Receives the beat just in time. Sado trying his hardest as well to knock Birdring away. Eventually finds the kill. And now the slow trickling of tanks onto the payload. If Birdring gets back, maybe winnable. OG even earns himself a primal rage. How are these fights going on for so long? They step off the payload though. Oh my word. I can't. Setting up the high ground. Death from above. Oh, spotted OG. Both Coalescences are going to use that. EMP was so good though. Catches out Hisu, couldn't use that shift to get away. It's the only real survivability tool he has, apart from obviously the leech on his weapons. And Shaz with a follow-up of the Coalescence too.
I miss the days of soul orbs on the ground.
Soul, well, it's enough for Carpe to scurry for cover. Graviton Surge from downtown, stick on top as well. Carpe luckily recalling out of his own pulse bomb. That could have been rather disastrous, not one for the highlight tapes. Hisu hitting the death boss, but in the end finds one. It's a very, very backwards and forwards fight with now the Coalescence being invested in. As long as they can get OG in a position to succeed with the help of Mirror, Hisu's going to have a run.
Does EMP, so he's just waiting, trying to wait in the wings for when Kevster eventually gets EMP.
Yeah, and they have that Coalescence too to see them through. He actually uses it early. This is final fight, mind you, as well, because 90% is on the board, but Fury ends up getting on the wrong side of the wall, gets Pulse Bomb. A flick of the wrist for Carpe, and a perfect transition by the Ops team into Birdring. That was ridiculous. Birdring ends up killing off Sado. The recall was enough to keep Carpe alive, but now he has to stall out to the point as well. Alarm and Funny Astro touching for the time being, force it over to 99% as Kevster and Shaz bite the dust, but OG still in the fight. Not for long though, as Hisu is going to come back with a little bit of revenge, killing off Mirror. The Graviton Surge is thrown on out, so no one can get past this front door. And now only OG to take care of. Gladiators, they capped, but Fusion will find.
Just walk out of the point and dance with the devil whenever he so needs, and at 9 feet right now.
Kevster's built it up too as well, but Hisu unleashes the Death Boss and gets instantly killed. He can do all of anything. That was their tool, and that was their time to succeed. OG is still here for the Fusion, but the Gladiators have killed them all off. 79.
It's beat to react. Well, initiate with beat, I guess. Let's go.
Oh, what a stick as well. An instant run over of Mirror. That's the problem with the Lucio comps, man. They're going to run at you, and they're going to run at you fast. Mirror getting Pulse Bomb and Kevster going down as well. It's up to OG to solve some additional time. Fury's going to be able to farm him, and now Hisu can just basically sit back and relax, go for these hacks. Fury almost gets moved off, and he does. OG with the clutch boop in the Primal Rage is going to stall enough time for Mirror to come back on the Wrecking Ball, but Salah's got a Primal Rage of his own. Philadelphia Fusion in control as they push people off, but it wasn't enough time. And he kills Kevster! Is there anything Carpe cannot play to a ridiculously high level? Beautiful stun though. I think that was from Birdring in fact, to stop that flux from going off, but it actually doesn't matter. Because he's so be microwaving people.
I was going to say Zarya.
He's waiting for that grab to make sure Gladiators are in a weird position as well. The tie's in the center pavilion, 30 HP left. It ends up detonating, but not finding anything. Sado, though, ends up cleaving through and helping kill off OG. This is it. This is all but over at this point. OG dies with the shatter. It's now 95%. They at least kill Sado, but will it actually be enough? They've got Field has already been burnt. War coming out from Hisu too, and they can just play around this with ease. Hisu's fully charged as well, mind you, and OG did not stand a chance against Fury and the rest of the damage. Finding Astro even sitting on the beat as well. Gladiators can still come back into this, and Kevster's with the ult. He finds one, finds two. Carpe and Alarm go down, but the beat in response. They're going to be able to survive, at least for the time being, as Kevster trying to deal with the turrets in the back line. Now they're going to go for a pincer maneuver as Sado ends up falling as well. The main tank is down as OG comes back. Kevster has saved the Gladiators for the time being as they find the flip. With the shatter, can he actually follow this up with any meaningful damage? He is going to get stunned. The reverse shatter, it hits the shield, but the flux is going to be good. Someone still has to touch the point, mind you. It's 90%. Sado ends up getting burnt alive as Kevster just holds W and M1. The perfect combo if you're the Reaper. Now Philly have to touch. They are still getting capture progress as the Gladiators have only lost Birdering. They make sure they don't end up capping, but Kevster ends up going down. Carpe in the last few moments is going to be able to find a nice little flank route and demolish the front line and the back line. Big Goose, OG, they're dead. The rest of Gladiators are going all the way back to spawn. The Fusion have wiped them and found the reverse sweep in the series.